First, I wanted to know, it is your first experience in contemporary music?
No, actually, I've played some other works. I played Varese 2 times, but for Griset, my first time, and I like the experience. I like this epilogue with 4 horns. It's really interesting, and it's really a joy to play it.
Okay, it's quite like a concerto
Yes,
for
it's
the
like
four
a
rounds.
concerto
Yeah.
for 4 horns. Yes.
Perhaps like Baroque concerto grosso.
Yes.
What does it change for you when you play an orchestral piece in which you have such a place?
Yes, I mean, it was inspired sure by Nature Horns, I think, for this last movement because he wrote all for harmonics, and yeah, it's strange because he used these harmonics but in a brassy way, in a really fortissimo way, and sure he was inspired by the meaning of Nature Horns, but he applied to the epilogue in a different way, in a different kind.
So you're talking about natural harmonics.
Yes.
There is a detail that must be known about this score. There are few indications that are not very usual.
Yes.
Um, Between the notes, there are written F2 and
Yes.
could you explain
Yes,
what
because
these indications mean?
usually Griset knew that this is a double horn, and if I press this key, is a B horn, or if I don't press, is a F horn, and he wrote all this last movement for F horn. So when he wrote always F, is because this key has not to be pressed, and these are 7 positions, and each bar is written for a different position. This is F horn, this is E horn, this is E flat horn, and this is D horn. And in each bar it changes a position. So he wrote, for example, F1 and 2 or F and 3, because in that bar he wants a D horn. So the harmonics of a D horn. Or in the next bar maybe he wants a F horn, so he writes F and 0, because he was imagining an F horn and
Okay.
his harmonics.
So you have microtones,
Yes.
natural harmonics, microtones. Is it difficult to hear, to control, or with the
Yeah.
fact it's played with natural harmonics, it's easier?
I think it's
Eventually.
easier. Once that you have heard it a lot of time and you have it in your ear, it's easier to play with finger. It's easier to play in this way with harmonics, I'm sure.
How did you work for this? How did you practice this?
Yeah, we started with Horn Group. We started quite time ago, and we started slowly. And first of all, thinking about the intervals, because the first thing is to be sure about the intervals, and then we started to increase the speed and being sure of being together. It is the most important thing for this, because he wrote harmonics, but he wrote harmonics in a very precise rhythm, and most important thing is rhythm, first of all.
The material from Epilogue is taken from Prologue,
Yes.
as you know. And have you thought about the sound of viola, which becomes the sound of the 4 horns?
Yes.
Do you think to this when you play?
Yes. Yes. A lot of people say that horn is the viola of the brass, and
Yeah.
we can say that trumpet is the violin of the Brahms and of the brass, and horn is the viola. So it was really a smart choice to use 4 horns.